true meaning of success, money versus joy. This short story revolved around fishermen and businessmen. Mexican fisherman was spending peaceful life in village and enjoy his life with small joys. An American businessman traveled on a doctor's advice to a little beachside Mexican region. He went to the beach to clear his mind after being unable to sleep the first morning due to a surprise contact from the firm. A little boat with only one fisherman had come to a halt, carrying a large number of enormous yellowfin tuna. The American applauded the Mexican for his excellent catch. The American asked, "How long did it take you to catch them?" The Mexican replied in astonishingly smooth English, "Only for a little while." The American then said, "Why don't you stay out a little longer and catch a few more fish?" The Mexican replied, "I have enough to support my family and give a few to friends," as he dumped them into a basket. "But how do you spend the remaining hours of the day?" The Mexican smirked while nodding. "In the early evening, I return home after fishing. I relax in my backyard garden, sip on my favorite wine, and get my family and friends together to play ukulele. The next day, I follow the same rituals. I go fishing till dusk, go fish hunting as needed, relax in my backyard garden, and adore my lovely wire. I am tired with the same ceremony every year, senor." The proud American grinned and rose to his feet. "Sir, I can assist you because I have a Harvard MBA. You should go fishing more often and buy a bigger boat with the money you make. You could soon buy a number of boats with the greater hull. You would ultimately build a fleet of fishing boats." He continued. "Instead of using a middleman, you would sell your catch directly to clients, eventually opening your own cannery. You would be in charge of distribution, processing, and product development. Of course, you'd have to leave this small fishing village on the coast and travel to Mexico City, then Los Angeles, and then New York City to run your booming firm." The Mexican fisherman wondered. "But, senor, how long will all this take?" Which the American responded, 15 to 20 years. 25 tops. Fisherman asked. "But what then, senor?" The American chuckled and stated, "That is the best part. When the time was right, you would announce an IPO, sell your business's stock to the broader public, and become immensely wealthy. Millions of cash would be yours." "Millions, senor? Then what?" "Then you'd retire and move to a little beach fishing village where you could play with your kids, take a siesta with your wife, and stroll into town at night to drink wines and perform guitars with your close companions." Moral of the story: professionals no longer live in terror of their future as they are actually often quite aware of it. Being optimistic is not a negative thing, but it does imply foregoing the pleasures of the present.